All right, everyone, here we go with the full moon in Taurus. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is the Beaver moon. Huh? It's the Beaver moon. Bit of a 70s Beaver moon this time around. I tell you, it's gotten a little wiry. Well, it has. This moon's job every year, and usually around the 11/11 portal-ish it comes in. This moon's job, which is the energetic new year. This moon's job is to corral, kind of harness all the change that's going on around it and make it palatable, make it easy to handle, right? You just effortlessly change. And while that energy is there this time around, it's not easy to manage. Much like a 70s bush moon, Beaver moon, it is not that easy to handle. The moon's taking its pants down and we're going, didn't expect to see that in 2024. Where's the landing strip at? You know, it's not that easy to handle. It's not that easy to find where you're going. It's not that easy to change. It's kind of what's happening. It's chaos. There's a lot of chaos around this moon. There's a lot of craziness happening. Again, we've got a lot of stuff in the surrounding energies of change. There's fear, there's anger, there's a smell of failure in there, which always creates a feeling of uneasiness within change anyway. Anytime change is happening, there's always a sense of failure to it. It's always there. And underneath it all is a little bit of hope. My pinky finger is hope. That's about it. That's what the surrounding energies of change are made of. And this moon's having a hard time corralling it, and how it results in societal energies, it should result in a buyer's remorse type thing. Sort of like what happened with Brexit. When they voted for Brexit, and then afterward it was all over the news. People didn't know what they were voting for. They were like, oh, can we fix this? Can we do so, something? Oh, too late, sorry. That kind of energy will play out in societal energies as well here this time around. It's fine. It's par for the course with the energy. There's nothing they can do. We open Schrodinger's cat's box and we get what we get. But in the soulmate cycle, it's creating kind of a mental breakdown for somebody here. I've got somebody attached to you. I got the Tower crossed by the Queen of Swords. I've got somebody having a fucking meltdown here. Why? I'm going to show you why. The only other card that matters here is the Five of Swords. Underneath this is a Magician and Judgment. They might show up. Somebody might show up. You still got some karma left with whoever this is. Absolutely. I'm drawn to the little black spot here, and somebody definitely wants a second chance. The energy is there for it. They might show up. But what's happening, the real pre-shuffle are these three cards. And it's like, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but when I was a kid, we had something called film strips. And there's always some kid, usually the little kiss ass in the class, that got to sit at the film strip projector, and every time it went beep, they would turn to the next frame, and we'd see the next line of the story, or something like that, up on the little screen that they pulled down. Well, that's what's going on here. It's a bit of a film strip or a slideshow on how somebody here has failed, and it's directly related to you. That failure. It's directly related to whatever karma you have with this person that still remains to blow out. Okay? So I don't know who it is to you. I have no idea. But this is what my reading wants to talk about. There's a lot, and it does. Look, Six of Cups just flew out of the deck. It's a soulmate. Hint. The universe just gave you a hint. I don't know. Could be a family member, could be a friend, whatever. All right? So it is what it is. And you yourself, again, I'll talk about you guys in this energy, just so you know. If you at all feel like depressed because it's a failure or you're not interested in anything, it came up in a recent reading where there's sort of an energy, sort of a feeling where nothing is good enough, nothing matters, this kind of thing. If you get in that, if you start feeling like a complete fucking loser or something along those lines, it's the byproduct of the surrounding energy. You're not a fucking loser. It's fine. Things are transforming. And when the transformation is this chaotic, where a Tower card shows up as the lead card in the surface energy on my pre-shuffle. I mean, a Tower showing up at a pre-shuffle is a big deal anyway, but on the surface of the surface energy, that's a lot, okay? That's like the Hulk knocking at your door and not just being miles away watching it on the news. It's a big deal. So, that being said, if you start to feel that way, it's a byproduct of the surrounding energy. You get a little buyer's remorse in your own life. You start thinking you're going to fail or whatever. Just let it go. Try to refocus on something else. Okay? Try some meditation. So, first card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? Let's talk about somebody attached to you seeing a film strip of where they fucked up and having some kind of mental breakdown over a lot of truths that they're seeing. Somebody wants a redo. Yeah, well. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. I don't think societal energies will get a redo, but I do think You guys will in the soulmate cycle. Soulmate cycle is a direct reflection of societal energies, but it's not a carbon copy. Okay, it can play. It's a smaller thing, so it can play out a lot easier. All right. First card out's before the cut. It's a general reading. It's why we're here. General reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, as are barn owls. All right. I'm not a fucking time lord. This energy dissipates out after a couple of weeks, but some of you won't hit it. It's still there. Some of you are behind and you won't come into it until later. Think of a freeway. Some cars are doing 80, some cars are doing 15. Right? Grandma on the freeway. Maybe your grandma on the freeway or somewhere in between. I don't know. Depends. Barn owl. Page of Swords. That's why we're here. Yes, somebody's very disappointed. I believe it. I saw that film strip. I'm one who has to swim in this energy to read it. I was there for the film strip. It was horrible. It's disappointing. Okay? So, it is. Look, you're getting almost a sample of one of my offline readings, too. For those of you that keep writing into me about what's going on in the world, like I'm some kind of political channel or something. Hey, you infer what you want. Again, the soulmate cycle is a direct reflection of societal energies. You know, it's disappointment. There you go. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Right? Liberation. Freedom after that. 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is disappointed in the fact that they want to liberate themselves from that disappointment. Okay? They want to. It's minor arcana. It's not major arcana. It's not destiny. It's not part of it. Okay? Somebody would, in relation to you, open Schrodinger's cat box and that it was a dead cat. You know, we may want to liberate ourselves from the disappointment of that, but, you know, sometimes it's too late to put the cat on the defibrillator and wake it up. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. That's up to you. You have all the power. Whether somebody can liberate themselves from that disappointment in relation to you is up to you. Okay? All right? In societal energies, it's not up to you. It's up to other things. So I think society's out of luck, and I think you're going to be just fine with this person. All right? It is what it is. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's pull ourselves a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Taurus. The full beaver moon, which I'm still in shock. It is very 70s. I will tell you. It's having a hell of a time here. Let's see if we could shave it down with this reading a little bit, huh? Let's see what we could do. Make it bikini ready. It's Steve's Love Tarot, right? It's got to be bikini ready. Let's see where we're at. The overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the fucking table. There it is. Came out once. I came out as your hint that it's a soulmate. I showed it to you. Well, it came back. The 6 of Cups. It's here because, again, there's this... In the soulmate cycle, somebody's got buyer's remorse over what they did with you. Well, runner's remorse, we'll call it. And it looks like somebody makes a comeback. Maybe. It's minor arcana. I can't predict free will. But there's communication underneath it. And we didn't know that was there. There it is. The 8 of Wands fueling the 6 of Cups. Now, communication doesn't have to be verbal communication. It would be irresponsible of me to say that because I can't predict free will. But I can say there's a good chance of it here. Somebody here is coming towards you. The energy is anyway. It's up to their free will whether they reach out or not. This can also be information you receive. This could be something you figure out. It's something that moves you forward with this soulmate. It also can be an indicator with the 8 of Wands fueling the 8 of Cups. It can have a similar vibe to the 8 of Wands fueling the 6 of Cups. Can have a similar vibe to the 8 of Cups reversed, which is somebody that walked away returning. Okay? So it's, if you want to look at it that way, it's fine. You could also view it as an 8 of Cups reverse type energy, which only means one thing, somebody coming back. All right? Right here's the energy around your connection with whoever this is. This is the 3D energy around them in their life. This is their soul. This is the hidden energy. Message from the universe. Red with the energy of connection. Right here's potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I'll clarify everything through some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this. This is a big deal. You can learn a lot from this reading. All right? All right. You can learn a lot about yourself. You got all these energies are around you as well. Okay? You might have this. This might relate not to somebody coming toward you, but to you going towards somebody. It can. Roles can flip here. I don't know what it is to you. There's thousands of people watching. I'm just going to read the energy down the middle. All right? Take it how you want to take it. All right? All right. Energy around your, the soulmate energy around your connection with whoever this is. 10 swords. It's somebody, it's over, it's done. It's something that's dead, it's done. Okay, that's it. It's Schrodinger's cat's box opened. It's a dead bison. Okay, it's not even a dead cat. It's a dead bison. All right, which is much bigger than a cat. It's a connection that you think is over. You think is done. It's what's done is done, Steve. That's what you say to me. I'm just watching you because you're entertaining. Okay, I try to. I don't know. I'm just being me. I actually don't try to be entertaining. I don't think I am that entertaining. You know, I think I'd be more entertaining if I could say everything I'd like to say, but I can't because of the AI and because censorship and because of this, that, the other thing, and polarization. There's all kinds of stuff I can't talk about here. I would be super entertaining. You should hear me offline talking about it. Woo! I am entertaining. But it's a dead connection. 10 swords. But it's ripe for transformation. That's why we got the 10 swords. 3 of cups. In their life, somebody is rediscovering your connection. This is about emotion, the flow of emotion. Birds are perched here. Somebody knows, and the sun is out. Somebody can see, they know what they want to say, right? They're feeling it. Somebody is getting the emotion of your connection is coming back to life in somebody, which likely the 10 leads to is the end-end, dead end. It leads to a new beginning. So there's likely a new beginning coming with somebody. And we got that because of the overall energy as well, and because of just the energies in general. Again, when they watch the film strip of all the failure and how where it went wrong and why these 10 swords are here, right? In relation to you, the moon, the beaver moon, allows them to take that energy and redirect it back towards you. Okay, that's it. That's what it does. In the societal energies, it'll result in probably some revolting. Okay, it'll be a little of that. It's just, but with you, that revolt means somebody showing up. It's what it says anyway. Okay, there's a 7 of swords under that 8 of wands. I'm curious about that. Their soul energy is here. What bookends the 10 swords? There's the 8 of cups. We talked about it, didn't we? I said if you take these 2 energies and you put them together, they feel a lot like an 8 of cups reversed. Okay, it's not a reversed energy. It came out upright. If it was a reversed energy, I'd read it that way. I'm just being honest with you. It's not a reversed energy, but it is. Yeah, somebody walked away from this. Now they having second thoughts. Now they want to revive it. Somebody wants to revive it. All right. Somebody wants to revive the dead bison. I believe it. It's this soulmate, whoever it is. Hidden energy, message from the universe. Let's talk to the fickle old gal. Somebody wants a do-over with you. The hangman. I'm going to give you a very interesting, strange, different read on the hangman. Normally we say something about perspective, or we say somebody's on the dark night of the soul, or we say it could also be nothing's happening or nothing's been happening, but I got 2 cards of nothing here. It's not that this has been dead a long time. It's a connection you have. If you're trying to figure out who this is, it's a connection you have with somebody that is supposed to not happen. Okay? Perhaps that's why the 7 of swords. I was curious why the 7 of swords is underneath that. Perhaps it's better to keep the bison dead. I don't know. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger with whoever this. I don't know. It's up to you. You have all the power here. All right? Let's see what the final outcome is. Potential final outcome, red with 3 cups. Yeah. This is the Burger King. The King of Wands. Yeah. I hate to be the one that always gives these readings. You know? Why can't I be Rainbow Unicorn Tarot just one time? You know? Just once. But this is reality. This is life. We fuck up. We realize we fucked up. Then we realize there's no way we could fix it. And then we go, oh, well, we just have to live with the consequences. We spend most of our life living with the consequences of our fuck-ups. It is. Or trying to fix a fuck-up. It's what we do. It's because we overthink things, or we think things too superficially, or we feel things too superficially in this case. Somebody is reawakened to your connection. But the universe is like, the fickle old gal has a sense of humor. They should probably stay asleep. Okay? Because they're just incapable of the amount of depth necessary to revive this connection, is what the universe is saying. Now, it's up to you what you do with it. The final outcome is you get someone here who comes in who thinks that they could just have you back. And I'm wondering if you beg to differ or not. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's That's our overall energy. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Well, let's clarify with the light seer. Randomly at the bottom is the Emperor. What if we did this? 7 of Wands. No. Doesn't feel right, does it? And this one, the Hermit. No, doesn't feel right. That feels right. That's Burger King. That's an out of balance Emperor at the bottom. Here we go. Let's do it. 10 of Swords. You can do what you want. You could be like, Steve, I want to be happy about that. Well, then be happy about it. Look, you could be in a relationship with a superficial King of Wands, an egomaniac, someone who's going to step out on you and they're going to do this. As long as you acknowledge that that's what it is and you're not delusional about who they are. People get hurt, get wounded when they're delusional about who the person, their partner is, right? Oh, he'd never cheat on me, they say, and then he cheats. And you catch him and you go, oh my God, I didn't see it coming. Really? You didn't? You watched Steve Love tarot readings about a King of Wands and a Burger King, got to have it their way, ego, pride, narcissism, and you didn't see it coming. All you have to do is acknowledge it. You could be in a relationship with that person as long as you acknowledge it, you know? And you might, it's the best way to teach them something. That's all. The whole thing about me teaching you about energy is so you don't get blindsided by shit, you know? I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. You can do what you want with that person. Just make sure you can be that person saying, Steve, but I want to be with them. Well, okay. Then be with them. But know that they're an asshole. As long as you know that, you're fine. That's it. Let's not be delusional, okay? That's all. 10 Swords. Why is it here? Universe says it should stay down. Right? Stay down. All right, here we go. 10 Swords. It's crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. Oh no, it's not stay down. It's the DF should hope it stays down. You're better off if this connection stays dead, if that bison stays dead. You're better off. Okay? Yep, you're fine. Leave well enough alone. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute, Steve. You said this is a direct reflection of societal energies. People are going to have buyer's remorse. What if you're saying we're better off where we are now? If, let's say you're someone who thinks that, I don't care, I'm neutral, but let's say you're someone who thinks the election went the other way. It went a bad way. It's a terrible thing. What's going to happen? Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's say you feel that way. The cards here would indicate leave well enough alone. You'll be fine. It says that the problem would be worse if you did reverse things, if you woke this up and went the other way. Then you've got the other side that might revolt. Then you've got two sides revolting. Then you've got what the kids like to call a civil war type situation. Okay? Sometimes it's better to let sleeping bison lie and deal with ride the road of destiny that way. The soulmate cycle is saying the same thing. You're better off. The DF is better off if that bison stays dead. Okay? But you can do what you want with it. It's coming. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to boost your ego, what this person has to say. Okay? But you're probably better off if the bison stays dead. What's on top? That's a lot of times what happens. You know? It's a lot of times, a lot of people think if they change something that it's going to make it's going to make all the difference in the world. A lot of time when we change things, it causes more unrest. Right? It causes more problems. King of Swords is on top here. Why is that here? The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You've learned. It's an energy of you've learned your lesson from this already. You've learned your lesson from this already. So in the soulmate cycle, bringing it back, know what you're getting into, right? You should have learned your lesson the first time. Know what you're getting into if you bring it back. Just acknowledge that you've got a King of Wands here. You've got a Burger King. You've got a narcissist. You've got someone who's got to have it their way. Right? It is what it is. Look, this moon is corralling a lot of big change energies that are happening. Some of societal energies are going to creep in here. There's nothing. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to, kind of draw the conclusions. It is what it is. I don't particularly care. For me, I'm just studying the energy as it flows. So it's interesting no matter which way it goes. But this makes sense to me. Should have learned your lesson the first time. You didn't? Fine, it comes back. But know what you're getting the second time, and that puts you in a position of power. All right? So, right here, in the soulmate cycle, this person's returning. You learned your lesson the first time. Remember what you learned and apply it. It's what I told you about acknowledging this energy. Acknowledge it. All right? That's it. There's nothing you could do about it. You're better off if the bison stays dead, but you could do what you want. All right. All right. Let's go. 3 of Cups. Why is it here? It is what it is, guys. I get so many DMs of people asking me about what's going on in the world right now. I'm not trying to turn the channel into that, because I don't care, you know. But the world's going to do what it's going to do. I don't have the power to change. Everything is Schrodinger's cat. I don't have the power to change it, you know. I don't have enough of a reach. I'm not going to be able to teach 80% of the population low vibration energy. I'm not going to be able to teach 80+% of the population. Anyway, if I had access to the whole world, 80+% wouldn't want to hear or understand a word that's coming out of my mouth. You know, so it is what it is. It's the times we live in. We, as the human race, has to learn its lessons the hard way. It always does. History teaches us that. Human race will learn its lessons the hard way. That's all. You don't have to in the soulmate cycle here. You already know if you know. Let's assume you know who this is. They've already showed you who they are. Okay, they've showed you they're a Burger King. They are returning. They are reactivating their feelings for this connection. You remember what the first time taught you. Okay, that's all. And in that respect, you're working with the Beaver Moon. You're working closely with it. It is what it is. 3 of Cups. Why is it here? Let's talk about these feelings that they're reenacting here, that they're re-enabling. Let's talk about it. It's the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of love, but I don't think this character is capable of dealing with this much love. Okay? There's a lot of love. I think it makes you very happy that this person's feelings are reactivating. I think you're happy to see this person. But we have a tendency to glorify the past a little bit. Be careful about that. This energy can help you see where you've done that, which is part of where the buyer's remorse comes from, right? This energy can help you see it. Okay. It is what it is. Try not to glorify, because you're going to be, as this person reactivates feelings, your feelings are going to reactivate too. Try not to glorify the past and glaze over it. This person showed you who they were. Remember it, okay? So that you know what you're getting into. You know, we're not going to glorify the past thing. You know, that kind of happened in societal energies a little bit. The previous thing with somebody got glorified a little bit. I'm not sure how or why. The post office still isn't the same since that person was there. But anyway, whatever. Y'all can do what you want to do. I'm just watching. I'm just neutral. 8 of Pentacles. I just wish my post office was back to normal. It never did recover. 8 of Pentacles on top of that. Why is that here? The Knight of Cups. You each are reactivating your feelings for different reasons. Okay? You each are reactivating your feelings for different reasons. You, it's for pure love. For them, it's for a very practical reason. Their approach to you is for a very practical reason. I wonder what that reason is. I wonder if it's to make them feel better. It would be the opposite of why they walked away. All right? I'm not sure. That's all I get. Somebody here. I could also read the energy as you're more in love with them than they are with you. This person loves themselves more than they love you. Okay? I could read it that way. But yet they might give the impression that they do love you and care about you. You know, it is what it is. It's a narcissistic energy. Narcissists are incapable of caring, giving a fuck what, they lack empathy. So this energy lacks some empathy that's coming towards you. It is what it is. All right, the 8 of Cups. Jesus. All right. It's amazing. It's impossible. I mean, I would have to not pull a reading to keep societal energies out of this. There's just no fucking way. But in the soulmate cycle, yeah, we do have somebody here whose feelings are reawakening. They're getting a film strip. Yep, runner's remorse. I see it here. The 4 of Pentacles. They ran away from you because they were afraid of the feelings. Okay? They ran away from you because they're afraid of the feelings. They're returning because they're afraid that they were afraid of the feelings. It hurt their ego. They're not coming back because of the feelings. They're coming back because they ran. All right? Think about that. They're coming back because they ran. Okay? Because they ran away. it's just, it's so easy for me to grasp that. I get it. I get it. All right. It's sort of like, oh, how can I subtly say this? Somebody is returning to the club because they lost the previous time. They're coming back because they didn't win. You know, they're not for you. It's for them. It's a recapturing of the ego a little bit. It's like my recovery ride up the coast that I had back in 2018. I took a ride. I was going to take off one day, and I took a ride up the coast in my car, and my thermostat went out about, I don't know, about 50 or 60 miles in. So I had to stop the ride and inch my way back home with my tail between my legs, you know, stopping the car every once in a while, let it cool, stop the car, let it cool, kind of a thing like that. And after I got it home, I fixed it, and then I took it for a redemption ride. I didn't even feel like going. I didn't even have the time. I didn't feel like it. I wasn't in the same position. I just wanted to prove that I could do it. That's all. Okay? That's kind of why somebody's returning here. It's a bit of a redemption ride. That's why I say, or not me, the universe says, you were better off with this being a dead bison. They showed you who they were the first time. Make sure you know when they show up the second time. All right, what's on top? 4 of Wands. Mistakes not learned from are doomed to repeat. That applies to history and applies to the soulmate cycle. It doesn't matter. 4 of Wands. Energy in nature is just trying to balance. Somebody's soul is encouraging them to try again. Okay, that's it. That's what it's saying here. But there's more. What's the 4 of Wands here? And that explains also the star. And that explains also that 7 of Wands, or 7 of Swords here, that deception, right? Underneath the overall energy, which is a beautiful 8 of Wands and a 6 of Cups, together forming an 8 of Cups reverse, somebody returning. But there's a warning here. They're not returning for the reason you think they are. Yeah, there's some kind of... the energy is right for somebody to figure something out, and they're coming back to walk a path. The energy's set up just right for this to happen. Okay? Whether it's societal energies or the soulmate cycle, the energy did set up just right for it to happen. All right? It's just plain and simple. It was just there. It was a no-brainer. It was easy to call. Okay? I even said in a recent reading, there was a candidate that could run over a baby, and the public would still go, oh, that's just what he does. It's fine. That's wonderful. Rena, it was a piece of cake. The energy was perfect for what happened. It was a perfect storm. All right? You've got a perfect storm coming. In your case here, you're being told by the universe, you're better off keeping this dead. You can do what you want with it. But remember, they showed you who they were before. Make sure you know. And that's why I told you in the final outcome, somebody's going to say, yeah, but Steve, I want this person. Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you know, you acknowledge who they are. Don't start getting delusional and think that they give a shit about you. This person cares about themselves. That's what's going on here. That's the King of Wands. That's the Burger King. That's who this side reflects as. You can still be in a relationship with them. Just know so that you're not blindsided. All right? Hangman. Message from the universe. Fickle old gal. Oh, this is going to be a fucking hell of an extended, I will tell you. Not to be missed. I don't have a devil on the table. Not in my main reading. And I don't have the only closest thing to a devil I got is the 7 of Swords that's underneath that 8 of Wands. That tells me there's a fuckload of destiny playing out on both sides here. Your side and their side. Oh, it's a fuckload of destiny. Go ahead. That could be a Steve Love Tarot t-shirt. A fuckload of destiny. It is. It's playing out like crazy right now. This is the moon that is supposed to always occurs in a big giant swimming pool of change. You plop the floating moon right in the middle of it, and it helps keep it nice and orderly. It's hard for it to do that. Even the moon itself is frazzled. Like I said, you know, it's a 70s moon. It's unruly. It is hands down the most volatile Taurus full moon that has happened in my lifetime. Hands down. Okay? I'm just saying it. Straight up, that's how the energy is. It's a super moon. It's close to the earth. You'll see the winds whip up. You'll see tides bigger than they have been. I've already seen it on my weather website that I go to. We've got surf advisories all over the fuckload place for the next few days. You know, it's crazy. Wind advisories, red flag warnings. Yeah, it's a powerful moon. What's the universe want to tell us about this Hanged Man? Because I gave a pretty interesting read on this motherfucker. It's crossed by the Knight of Swords. What do I always say about the Knight of Swords? I say he brings a message of change, right? It's my Paul Revere card. That's false history, but, you know, they were quiet. Nobody ran through town yelling. They were very quiet. They had to be because the British were already here. But it's my Paul Revere card. He got something to say. He got a message. It's like a mission. He run through town, you know? Because of the way the Hanged Man reads with the Ten of Swords, that it's better to keep that bison dead. This is someone's coming, and he got communication with them. I got one big bird in the air, but it's almost, it would almost be, it's like a, I don't know, it feels like a plague more than anything else. It feels like it'd be better if they didn't, you know, kind of a thing like that. It just feels that way. All right, it'd be better. It's like this is silent and this is chatty, okay? It'd be better. It's like sitting next to a person where that can't stop talking and you wish they would, right? These two cards together are saying you're gonna wish this person was silent, you know? All right, what's on top? The Hermit, another silent card, right? Why is the Hermit here? Oh, the Ace of Swords reversed. Oh, this person already showed you they were a liar. This person already showed you that they lie and lie and lie. Every word they say is a lie. The last time you were with this person, they promised you all sorts of things and it didn't happen. They didn't fulfill any of those promises. And now they're back. Okay? I'm talking about the soulmate cycle. All right? We're not talking about societal energies, but I told you it's impossible with this particular moon here at the energetic new year. So, you know, lie. Look, I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. This person already taught you, my student, that they lie. All right? Now, don't start assuming. Make sure you know. They already showed you who they are. Now, don't assume that everything they say is the truth. Don't start thinking that, oh, well, they're telling the truth now. No. People don't change. It's not that they can't change. It's people don't. Because changing requires a dark night of the soul. It requires the soul to wake up. This person is not there. They have not done that. This is very swordsy, and this is very swordsy read with the Hermit. Okay? Now, your end result, what you got coming towards you is a King of Wands. All right? You got the Burger King. Shows up in our readings all the time. You can have a relationship with this person if you want. But you got to know that they're a liar. And they're not telling you the whole truth. Or sometimes any of it. Okay? Don't start assuming that somebody now all of a sudden, because they're showing up the Knight of Cups, they're showing up for their purposes. It's very self-serving, the Knight of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. It's very self-serving. All right? Don't start making assumptions here. I got an Ace of Wands reverse that fell on the floor, which means I have to stop shuffling. I have got the Lovers, a soulmate, coming your way, a King of Wands. I got an Ace of Wands reversed that fell on the floor, like I said. And with that Ace of Wands reversed, I've got a Page of Wands. There it is. Yep, these two are read together. Somebody coming for some new adventures. It might seem fun. It might be great. You might be happy to see this person. You might think this person's going to come and help you out, and it's going to be great. The universe is telling you, straight the motherfuck up. You should have let this sleeping dog lie. You should have left it alone. What's happening right now is that bison was better off dead. But if you got to deal with that live bison because it's coming back to life, make sure you remember what it already showed you. It already showed you who it is. Don't you forget that. Okay? The universe is saying here, you'd be better off not. But you can if you want to. It's exactly what I've already said. It is a powerful soulmate. This person is part of your destiny. But again, never go into anything with delusions. Never go into a relationship not knowing what it's all about, what this person is all about. Don't forget what people show you. All right? People in general have short memories. That's how things go away. You ever notice, like when gas prices go crazy or something like that out in the world, right? All of a sudden, it's all over the news. It's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah, well, no, we can't have this. We can't have this. We want them to come down, and yet they never come down. It just seems to go away. It just seems to dissipate away. Why? Because they distract you with something else. That's all. They count on the fact that you got a short memory. If they can distract you with something else, then you won't remember that you were mad about the gas prices, and then we can just leave those the same. That's why nothing ever changes. It's a game that gets played all the time. Make sure you don't in the soulmate cycle. You're all high vibrational people. All of you are here. If you're part of the soulmate cycle, you're a high vibrational person. Make sure you don't have a short memory about this person, this Burger King, that you've probably been watching tarot readings on for a while because they're returning. The universe says you can take off with them if you want to, but I would give it a miss. Okay? You can, but I would give it a miss. That's what the universe is saying to you, not me. I don't fucking care. I'm in a neutral place watching kestrels hunt. A field we can't go to anymore, by the way. My kestrel field, my safe place that I go to for these readings, that I used to sit in when I was a kid and watch kestrels hunt, you can't go there anymore. You can't. Why? Because people fucked it up. They left beer cans, used condoms, all kinds of trash around. They lit fires and they fucked it. Right? That's why. Again, this energy is very dominant. Be better. Be better than that. Okay? Don't fuck up someone else's kestrel field here. And don't fuck up your own kestrel field. All right? This moon is very powerful every year. This year it's particularly powerful. But it's got its work cut out for it. Most of its power is getting sucked up in controlling and containing the energies that are around it. It's having a hard time with that. So a lot of unpredictable, unexpected things are happening. You might feel failure in the air. You might feel fear from time to time. It's there. I'm just telling you that as part of the energy so that you understand. Right? It's just part of the energy. That's all. A lot of times when change happens, we feel like we feel all gloom and doom. We feel like everything's coming to an end. Nothing's coming to an end. Right? You just, with the soulmate cycle here, whether it's the soulmate cycle or societal energies, don't be blinded by the light. Make sure you don't be delusional. Make sure you know who people are in your life and what they are and why they're there, and ride it out. Don't try to make too many waves or anything like that. That just knocks energy further out of balance, and then you get into trouble. It's like what I tried to tell you over here. Right? Yeah, we might be able to get some things reversed or whatever, but that's going to knock energy back out of balance again, and it's going to make things worse. It's going to create a whole ripple effect that we don't know what's going to happen with that Schrodinger's cat's box. So, at the end of the day, go with the flow. Flow with the energy. You got this Burger King coming back into your life. Don't be delusional. They already showed you who they were. They're still the same. But if you want to have a relationship with them, that's fine. You can. Just know what you're getting into. It is a powerful soulmate. And I'm going to pull on that Lover's card up on the extended, because I think that's where we might find some devil energy. I'm not sure. But I think this person is your guilty pleasure a little bit. For some of you, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I just feel it. I don't know. Okay. All right. Final message to you from the universe, from the bottom of the deck. 3 cards and a crossing card. 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Cups crossed by the 9 of Cups in the base energy here. It's a message for you. I'm going to paraphrase it. All right? Hold out for what you want. This is just about love. That's all. Steve's Love Tarot. Hold out for what you want. Okay? This energy has one little key potential for you, for the DF side of this cycle, which is most of my watchers. You guys get to see who your ideal DM would be, who your ideal counterpart would be. So it's a game of, it's like a game of concentration where you match the things, right? Oh, a horseshoe. Oh, a horseshoe under there, right? You get to see, except you know what's behind each number. Right? It kind of reveals it to you. When you see it, lock it in and don't forget it. So that when things don't match that, you kick them to the curb quickly and saves you a lot of trouble. It ties to, again, when you get to see what your 10 of Pentacles potential is, you get to see what your potential is. Keep that in mind. And that energy's been coming up a lot lately. All right? But you're going to get to see it. All right, so make your wishes here. We are still around the 1111 portal, the energetic new year. We're right here. Make sure you're setting your intentions for what you want. All right, but be careful. As I told you in the 1111 reading, even on the surface, you're a powerful wisher. All right, so be careful. Don't put anything false or fears or bullshitty or superficial in those wishes. Wish for something fantastic. Put it out there. Manifest something great. Because even the stuff that you think about on the surface or the stuff that keeps you up at night, that you'll manifest that too, so be careful. So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.